Welcome back to the episode 4 of the Django book website. So in this video, we'll be working on the search bar, whereby we're able to go. So this search bar has two functions. It helps to return search values, search terms, and also helps to save the search inputs to the database because there's a model set aside for search input. So whenever a user search for a book, the user imputed is going to be saved. It's going to be saved to a particular model in the database, and that helps to tell the admin of the site that helps to like let the admin know the book he or she is to add to the database for people. Understand? For example, as me, a user search for a book called Launch. So I'll search. So you can see we don't have this book called launch in the database. You can see it said the book not available yet, check back later. But this has been saved to the database. It has been saved to a particular model in the database. So you're going to notify the admin that there's a book saved in the database and this book is not available in the book model. It's not available in the book section of the database. So you're going to make sure you're going to notify the admin that the admin needs to add the book launch to the book database because people are searching for it, understand? And this, as I said, this search has two functionalities. I just explained one. It also helps to return search terms, search value. For example, if I search for a book called, let's say, Think, so just click on search. You can see it's returned to books Think and Grow Rich and Think Big. You see, this search bar has two functionality. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to work with those functionality, how to return a search value from the search bar, and also how to save this search input to the database to help tell the admin of the site the books they need to add to the database. You understand? So without further ado, we are getting started with this tutorial. Now I'm in my models.py, so I'm going to create a model called book search. So the model is going to be called book search. We are going to be models.model. So the search input is going to be saved to this model, the search input. Okay, you'll simply say name of book. Should be equal to models.char field. Oh, there's a mistake here. Should models.model. Models.character field. Simply say max length 100. Okay, after that, simply just add a def. Just simply say self. Return self. That's name book. Yeah, so we've done this now. So remove the s from the model. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna run some migrations. I'm gonna migrate this model down to the database. So let's run the migrations. Let's say Python manage .py make migrations. Let's see, okay, and I'm gonna Python manage .py migrate. I'm also going to create a super user, so I can't remember. I can't remember the super user I created the first time. I'm going to say Python manage .py create super user. Just going to say admin. I'm going to say 12 as a password. Yes. I'm going to run server Python manage .py. 008. So this model we have here, we need to go save it in the admin.py. So export it, book search. So copy this, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and change this to book search. So save. Yep. So let's. So what we're going to do now? We need to log in to the admin. So admin. So let's wait for it to load. So let's log in. Admin and so log in. Yeah, you can see the book search model is over here. Okay, you see it's over here. So we're gonna add items from the search bar to this book search model. So let's get down to the looking onto business right now. So we're gonna create a file called forms.py inside of the app. I'm gonna say forms.py. Forms.py. Yeah, so in this app, in this file, we're gonna import form. We're gonna say from Django imports forms. We are also gonna import the book search model into this forms.py. I'm gonna say from dot models imports book search. So after we've imported book search, we're gonna declare a form class and say class should be equal to book search form. I'm gonna say forms dots. We're gonna subclass from forms dot model form. As model form helps us to add directly to our database from a form on a template. It helps us to add items to our database from the template, from HTML forms. Understand? So after I've done that now, okay, now I'm going to declare a class meta. So that meta has an attribute called model. A model refers to the model from the model.py, which is book search. So we also have another attribute called fields. Fields. So the fields we have is just the name of book from here. Name of book. Name of book. Through the book search form class, the forms, the model form. So now we need to let's proceed. So after that, we can see that the form, the search bar is on the base of HTML, is on the base template. You can see it's on all templates, it's available on all the templates. So I'm going to write the view for this search bar in the context processors. The context processors helps to hold items that are going to be available on all the templates. For example, our category links is in the concept is inside the context processor. So I'm going to go down to my context processor.py. Yeah, just here context processor.py. You can see the category links. Yeah, or yeah, it's inside the context processors.py, because those links are all available on the different templates. You understand? So I'm going to create a function called, let's say, dev search form. Let's say dev book search form. Yeah, after I've done that, it's gonna request arguments. So now I'm gonna just simply say search form. This is search form should be equal to book. Okay, I need to import, what's it called? What's the name? I need to import book search from this particular form from forms.py into the context processor. I'll just simply say from dot forms import book search form. So I'm going to change the name of these to book search in that function book search. Yeah, so I'm going to say search form should be equal to book search form. I'm going to write an if statement. I'm going to say if request this method is equal to posts posts. It's going to be form is going to be equal to search form rather is going to be equal to book search form request dot posts. Requests dot posts. This should be in capital letter, not small letter. Request dot posts. Yeah, so I'm gonna simply say if search form dot is valid, I'll simply say search form dot save. Now I'm gonna return the search form. I'm gonna return it. Return search form. Yeah. So that's it for now. Return search form. Okay, now I'm gonna save. I need to like go to my settings.py. Settings.py. I'll simply copy this. My context processor. I'm gonna just simply paste this and change this to book search. Where book search represent the function I declared in the context processor. So that's it for now. So now I'm gonna go down to my base.html. There's a form there. I'm gonna find the form now. Okay, here's the form. So I'm gonna change this. Just what I'm gonna do now, I'm just simply going to comment that out and put in the search form. Yeah, so inside I'm gonna change this to method. I'm gonna say method should be equal to posts to save. I'm just gonna add the CSRF token because it's a post request, so we need to use the CSRF token. CXRF token. So let's see if this works. So get down to the page now, refresh the page. Oh, there's an error somewhere. Invalid syntax context processor. Let's by line 10. That should be in our settings.py. because you can find a mistake here. It says if request dot it should have been equal equal, not a single equal sign. It should have been if request dot method equal is equal equal. So that should be in our context processor. It should be double equal sign. So add that and save your work. Come down to the browser, refresh the page. So refresh the page. You can see we have the search bar, but it's not looking good now. I'm going to add the styles later on. So let's see if this adds to the database. Let's just put in, let's say think. So search. So let's check our admin. So refresh the page. Oh, let's log in back. So login. Oh, perfect. You can see the thing has been added. So let's search for something else. Simply say, let's say launch. So search. Oh, what went wrong? So let's add a book called launch. Let's see if it's gonna be added. Search. So check the admin. So refresh the page. Oh, see, launch has been added to the admin. So now we are able to add from the templates down to the we are able to add from the templates now down to the admin section. We're able to add from from the search bar down to the admin. So I'm going to add the styles to make this look as it was before, to make the search bar look like this. So I'm going to get down to my forms.py file, forms.py file. So I'm going to create a field called this field here. I'm gonna like instantiate it there. I'm gonna say name. So name of book should be equal to forms dot character field. I'm gonna say max length equal to 100. Widgets should be equal to forms dot text input. I'm gonna say attributes. It's gonna be equal to. We're gonna have a class equal to. This is gonna be the class. Gonna be a bootstrap class. And I'm gonna also have a placeholder. I'm gonna call this placeholder. Say enter name of book. Enter name of book. So save. So this bootstrap class, I'm gonna get it from the form itself. You can see this was the form. This was the form that was there before. So it has a placeholder. This class, I'm gonna copy this the value of this class attributes. So Ctrl C. So I'm gonna get down to my, where is it called again? It's just down in my forms.py and paste that. So save your work. You just have to save. So I'm gonna get down to my base.html and change this to search form dot name of book, where this name of book came from. Yeah, understand. I was able to like add some styles to the search to that search form instead. So save, get on the page, and which is this, refresh. So let's see if it's perfect. You can see now it has changed. Now it's looking good. Perfect. You can see it has changed. Now it's looking good, just like the way it was before. So let's put in something else. You can just say, let's just put in a random value. Search. Let's refresh the page. Okay, it's been added. That's nice. So now we need to work on the search bar, whereby we're able to like return searched value. Whether if you search for a book, we're gonna get the book, we're gonna get a an HTML template that returns the list of books or related books to search for. So let's do that right now. Write the view for the search book function. Understand? So let's do that right now. I'm gonna say def, I'm gonna say search book, I'm gonna say request. So I'm gonna call this search books equal to book dot objects dot filter title object dot filter title equal to request dot posts dot get. So you are trying to get this request dot post, like this request dot post refers to the value in this, refers the value in the search field, this search bar in the search field. So we are trying to get the value. So say request dot post dot get. So how do we get it? We need to get it through the name attribute of that particular search bar. So just right click on this search bar, click on inspect elements. It's gonna take some time. Inspect elements is coming up, just have to wait for it. So find it here. Okay, here's the form, here's the search bar, here's the HTML code over here. So let's look for the name attributes it has. Name attributes. Okay, you can see it has a name attribute, and the value of the name attribute is what? Name of book. So get down to the view. I'm gonna say search book should be equal to book.object of filter title equal to request.post.get name of book. Yep, so we're going to return our HTML template, return render requests equal to search book.html I'm gonna pass a context, I'm gonna pass the search books into the context. I'm gonna say search books maybe search books comma, not comma, rather hyphen. So search books. Okay, so this search book.html, we're going to create a template, search book.html .html. So I'm going to copy the source code from here. Okay, copy the source code into where's the search book? Okay, this is the template, not yet created. So I'm gonna paste it here. Okay, so I'm gonna simply say for book in searched books, I hope it's called search books. Okay, search books, I called it SEARCHED. So save. Get down to here, get down to the template. It says for book in search books. So I'm gonna end the for loop over here. And for So over here I'm gonna say book.cover image .url. So save your work. Again, so let me just do some copy pasting. So Ctrl C, get down to searchbook.html and paste. I'm gonna say search books. Searched books. So I'm gonna put this inside the blog content, the body of this inside the blog contents. Blog contents. So Control N blog should be under. Okay, save the template. So we need to write the URL for this particular view we just created. Let's work on the URL.py. So get down to the URL.py. So let's create a new path for it. Control C, paste, gonna change this to, gonna just call this searched books. Gonna be views.search. What did I call it again? The views.py. Can't remember. It should be search book. Views.search book. Oh god, where's my okay URL.py views.search book. It should be called, let's call it book search. The dynamic URL book search. Okay, now save your work. So this dynamic URL, I'm gonna copy it now and go paste in the form. The form we have on the base templates. Can I get the base template again? Base templates. Here's the form. So I'm gonna give it an action. I'm gonna say action should be equal to say URL, paste there, save your work. Okay, let's hope it works. So come down here and let's search for bun. So search. Let's hope it works. Oh, there's an error. Let's see what's went wrong. Okay. So let's run server again. Python manage spy. Run server. Okay, we had an error. It says book app.views has no attribute search book. Search book. Okay, just change this to ed. Save your work. Let's watch as the server reloads. The same error. The error is now URLs.py 99 URLs.py. So let's go check what's wrong with our URLs.py. Views a search book. So let's see what it's called. What's the views called? Oh, I didn't spell it well. Should have been C. So save. Let's hope it works this time. So come down here, refresh the page, enter. So let's click on search. One, a crime. Okay, so I'm able to debug the problem, but now I just search for bond. Let's try think. I should have think and grow it search. expired. Then there's nothing was returned. So I need to check what the problem is. Now we are faced with a challenge. It's not returning the search value. And that I don't know. So let's check our views.py once more. Let's see what the problem is. Search books is equal to books.object.filter title. The problem is there should be title I contains. Like if if the title of the book contains what we have in the search bar, it should be title I contains. It should be title underscore I contains, not just title. That was my mistake. So I hope it should work now. So refresh the page. So click on search. Okay, still not working. It's gonna work now. So let's check out for born a crime. Just simply put born search. You see, perfect. It's working now. Born a crime show. So let's see let's pick a book. Let's simply search for influence. So search. Got to influence and influence people. Let's just search for the word A. Search. See, it returns a lot of books that have the word A in their title. Okay, with that being said now, so I also want to also add a code to our HTML whereby if the book isn't available, it's going to tell us book is not available rather than showing an empty page. Tells us if the book is available or not. So in our search book.html, we're going to write an if statement. I'm going to say if searched books, this if search books as a in our views of by if search books, if search book exists, this code from this 4 down to this N4 is going to run. Else we'll simply say else we'll simply just put in say div class equals to row bootstrap class. In this row, we'll simply say h3 book not available. Check back later. Check back later. I will simply end the if. And if so, refresh the page. So search for a random word. So search. You can see it says book not available. Check back later. So let's search for a book we have in the database. We just search for Americana. So search. Nice, we have Americana in database. So we've come to the end of this tutorial. Hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, smash the like button for me, and share this video. The source code of the complete website is now available. Check the description of this video for the source code of the complete website. Thank you so much for watching. To meet in the next episode. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed and bye bye.